who, previous to this, have only ever finished 7th. Previously, in Barcelona 2019, Nanjing in China in 2017, French women have only just placed. Now, they've only conceded 1 goal. Winners of their group. And fiercely attacking. I've had the pleasure of watching them fight against Argentina early on. Not undefeatable, however, so Colombians who were wishing that this was being held in your country, and so do I. Would have been lovely to come out there, but next time, for sure, sometime soon, we will see you. But for now, we're here. And the Colombians must know that the French are not undefeatable, but currently undefeated. So will this be quite the upset? Or will France absolutely put on the display that they have done in every match so far? I want you to watch out particularly on Team France as they go forward in space. Good centering pass. Oh, caught some wood on someone's leg. Oh, the boards are bouncing there. Again, good physical play from the French. Not a typical trait of more of their men's sides, but in this iteration, absolutely up for it. Body and mind. Watch particularly for Team France. Joint 3rd in the tournament in terms of points. Pauline Bernard and Lena Raoult, both with 14 points. Lena with 11 goals and 3 assists, occupying 3rd place overall statistically in the tournament, behind only 2 Americans, who very sadly but very nobly couldn't quite make it count, that level of talent that they displayed. And that's why Spain are in the final. Now we determine who they'll meet. And the Spanish head coach, in our interview immediately following that first semi-final, saying very clearly that this is not a foregone conclusion, however it might look on paper, and that actually there's opportunities here to exploit, just in case France do the only thing that might make an upset possible, which is just rest and maybe get a little bit complacent. They're certainly taking their time here, and they're certainly in no rush early on. But look at what they do. So confident on the puck, so precise. Colombians coming on in force to try and disrupt that. And the boards are shaking now on my right-hand side. So a little bit of a quieter start than the USA-Spain game. But as you know, the French can light up in a flash. France were the only team to beat the USA 5-0. Which just shows you how strong of a side they are. And despite their performances in previous World Cups, they seem to be utterly determined in this tournament to utterly dominate and stamp their names into the cup, which we will see live tomorrow before the final. So tune in for that. Really excited to bring you that tomorrow afternoon. It's going to be a fantastic event. And I think we're going to add some really nice drama to the event to add to the fabulous opening ceremonies that we had this afternoon. It's really great to see, particularly for the players, because it's quite a spectacle for the local authority, the town. Everyone came out and the players processing through the town. It was a real atmosphere. Something really special for the players, I think, making it extra special this tournament, knowing how difficult it was to put together. So you join me live. My name is Pete Wirt, and I am here with World Skate on World Skate TV, bringing you this final semi-final, the last event of this evening, to see who will face España tomorrow. We have Colombia versus France. Colombia definitely the underdogs for this match, although not looking totally overwhelmed yet. Dangerous shot coming in from the side here, and on the French team, but maybe not just as hungry as they have been before. Colombia go forward nicely. Nice little no-look pass behind. Couldn't quite make it count as the French defended deep and in strength and in numbers. And look, they can break fast. Look at this. Nice hands. And it takes no time at all. For Aaron Gauthier. Sliding down the Champs-Élysées with great hands. Picking his spot, maybe hiding a bit behind the Colombian defender and finding a gap above the Colombian keeper's glove. Big pile up in the center of the pitch now. Puck is still loose. Definitely, referees are absolutely reluctant, and rightly so, I think. Just leaving them to that. If they can see the puck, then you guys can scrap it out. And boy, don't they. So we've seen some pretty physical play across all of the women's matches, and I think we are all the richer for that too. So, France open the scoring book and collect one early doors. Ooh. Colombia go forward, and the Colombian men's team just to my right, we're upstanding for that, hoping that this could be evened out very quickly. But look at this, French go forward smartly. Number 10, Martinez, injecting some pace. Charline Follet just steps off. Comes off to Lena Raul, the third placed in the tournament, outstanding scorer. The Colombia take possession in front. That's a dangerous spot, but couldn't get a pass off. Well defended. Just couldn't put some power behind that. But they've certainly not got their heads down, Colombia. Colombia have missed a few World Championships, but have been a part of the women's scene in inline at the top level for a long time. So they've got great hopes for their chances here. Certainly not over yet, the tournament for them. France placing much higher than they ever have done before at these tournaments, exceeding expectations greatly. And so we see the French quite patient and very deliberate, really strong on the puck and precise when they're passing. A little bit of a lost stick from Karat. And Colombia take a minute to set up. Bernard on the forecheck, but happy just to see what plans there are. Not getting drawn in, but eager. Colombia really struggling to get it out, though. There's probably ran through the whole set of instructions there, plan A, B, and C, and nothing came off. So Anna Munivar taking it kind of on herself. French come. Spotted in the front. Oh, chance. off the moorings, but went right through the gap. The French look fierce in front of the net when they get there. That was a sharp shot, but just found air instead of net. Colombia break forward. Ramirez. No one there to collect it. Bodies being thrown at it. But no one's the worse for wear, and they all pop straight back up. I wonder if that will be the same for the men. I'm not so sure. Goche. Finding a pass to the corner, stretching the defense. Fantastic. Benoit just dispossessed and pushing a whole bunch of air towards the Colombian keeper. Colombians defending well here against dangerous French attacks. Quevedo struggling to push this puck away. Oh, dangerous. Colombian defense maybe caught a little bit in a square in front of the net and not taking on Goche, who proceeded to try and go around the back of the keeper. Munivar in between the sticks for Colombia and proving her worth already. Holding France to just one. Prolific goal scorers, France. Whoa, and that could have been another tricky little thing to deal with, that puck. Sliding just underneath the sheets of the mattress as it was planted on the floor. Referee spotting the puck. And a little bit of foot. Welcome this evening to all that are watching. Hopefully some good old friends from Sakos in the France Masters are watching as well too. Some of the boys that I've played against in our time at the Old Timers. And singing out Allez les Bleus for their senior women, who so far this tournament have been outstanding for the Tricolore. Zarate holding off two French attackers. Referee's eyes are on it. Now being used as a sofa. Great hard work there by Ramirez. Well won that face-off as well. And Quevedo clears. Not quite finding the outlet in the center. And so Colombia will have to go chase. France get there first. Way too quick. Super fast. Nice forecheck though. Two Colombian attackers keeping the French honest and under a little bit of pressure. French fighting a little bit harder for the puck and putting it into dangerous situations, but happy to play smart and take it all the way back. Chloé Brunel. Outlet pass bouncing off the boards. And the French mop up in pairs. Gauthier and Martinez, sorry. Gauthier and Moichi working together really closely on this block. Oh, French picking up all the scraps out in front of the Colombian goal. Making her work very, very hard. You can all hear the Colombian men's team cheering and boosting on the underdogs for this match, trying to boost their spirits. But it is tough to chase this. And as always, the commentator's curse, as soon as I'm about to say how clean and technical and tight the passing is, just comes a little bit loose, but not enough to make a difference. And we are back on form. Pass spit out by Martinez for France. Marie-Laurine gathers, takes a hit. Foray, waiting in the wings, taking the Colombians round the back, waiting for this outlet. But it goes a bit too far back. Laurine collects and consolidates and can't get the puck to sit. That's really frustrating. She just couldn't. Was waiting and waiting and waiting for the puck to lie down, and it still wouldn't. And now, at pace, Raoul. Fiercely dangerous, but maybe just got caught with a French line change that was inopportune. Wasn't part of her plan. To fling herself down the Champs-Élysées and go straight in towards the goal. And Ramirez gathers and holds, and Colombia survive another attack. And similar to the previous semi-final, where there was only one goal in it in the first half, Colombia, the underdogs, are holding France to just one goal. And opportunities appearing for both teams. But maybe the French just a little bit strong on the 50-50s. And Ramirez for Colombia being dispossessed there pretty smartly. Oh, great strength. Bernard just leaning in on her way towards the goal, and maybe a bit of glory. Jointly third in terms of points with 14. 5 goals and 9 assists. Wanting to up her stats for this tournament as well. And bring France to this final that they seem so determined to own for this tournament. Danger now as Colombia maybe misclear that, but they managed to shut the door and do a little sandwich against Gandhi. Gandhi now takes it, circles around the hash. Oh, still circling, still has it though. Being poke checked and disturbed, but still sticking to her stick. Say that 10 times fast. And again, that puck just a little bit on its edge, frustratingly for the French. Only because they're pushing it along quite so quickly. It's getting a bit of lift. Benoit putting the puck into the danger zone. Not quite cleared. by Ramirez. Picked up again by Gandhi. Great physical play. French collecting, centering pass, well covered. And another shot. All the defense was going towards Benoit, who was in the right position and took a few swipes at the puck. But then just creeping in the wings and waiting for a little scrap or two. Turning, not electing to take the backhand, was Camille Gandhi. We sit with 3 minutes left in the first with a little timeout being called. France now have 2 and a perfect opportune time to score it just before they go to their respective benches for the half-time. Delighted to be joined by Ramin again at half-time for his analysis. And we'll see what he has to say to the French team and what they need to do to seal the deal, and what the Colombians need to do to make this the upset. Colombians playing really heads up, trying really hard to hold the French at bay. I think there's more to come from the French. I think they might have another speed available to them. Colombians are tough to break down, and they are really taking it to them physically as well too. Normally a fantastic tactic against the French, but that's just in the men's side. Nice passing, turn of speed from Martinez. Her top fluttering in the wind as she generates enough speed to gather pace. Dispossessed right in the center by Angel. Angel. I should say number 26 for Colombia is Sandoval, as it says on the back of her top. But there are quite a few names listed here, so we'll go with her jersey. Pushing forward, Ramirez, the Colombian, taking a deflection off a French defending stick. Colombia break forward, running into the Maginot line there a little bit, and electing to turn around and try again in another spot and another time. Yana Rija. And now the Colombians putting together a nice little spell of passing, some well-drilled little movements here along the boards. Introduction of a slightly different tactic and a different style of play, which is nice to see. Occupying a little bit more space wider rather than doing a lot of central and neutral positioning. And so far, it's a tactic that's working because this is the best spell of possession the Colombians have had yet so far. Stefania Milano trying to get rid. French forechecking, putting too much pressure. Isabella Bustos, again being put under pressure and needs a little bit of support. Can't clear it. French forechecking, maybe sensing an opportunity here to really put this to bed in the first half. As it is, they've done just enough and need to do no more. So even at this stage, maybe conserving a little bit of their energy and having a little bit left at the end of this first half to push forward, just to keep the Colombians a little bit compressed. So that's the first half done, and France are doing enough. And the score is 2-0. With the exception only of Argentina, have not conceded another goal in this tournament. And their march towards the final and the gold seems ever more certain. Delighted to be joined here again at the halftime break by Ramin, the technical director, a member of World Skate, an experienced inline hockey aficionado. And so, yeah, Ramin, in terms of what you've seen so far, what's your analysis of the match, and how do you think Colombia are doing against what looks like the most dominant team for this tournament?
Hey Pete, thanks for your very good commentary, and I would like to say hello to everybody who's watching this beautiful and fast game. Both teams have very good skaters.
For the finals tomorrow. We are live here in the Paradiso Molino, in the heart of Roccaraso in Italy, for the Inline Hockey World Championships. Our final feature match of this evening is France v Colombia. France, utterly dominant up to this point. Indefatigable. Colombians, underdogs at this match, but played fantastic to finish second in their group, and hopeful now going forward. This is really tremendous. Good movement. Couldn't quite find the strength to get the pass or the shot off with enough strength to trouble the very untroubled French keeper, Marianne Musso. Marianne woken from her slumber there for the first time in this tournament. Colombians definitely finding it difficult to sort of break the French play down. But they can certainly capitalize on a mistake, as is always the case when there's a slight disparity, certainly in pace. I think the Colombians have got something here. They're defending really, really well. Oh, look at this. Once again, the French in the right position, taking their time on the puck, and very difficult to dispossess, even while they cycle around the brightly green-colored backyard of the Colombians. Camille Gandhi dispossessed. Now Colombia go forward. Ramirez, Colombian, skating forward there. And the French have conceded a penalty. 5 bodies out. Now, I definitively heard a whistle there. Was there a touch? I didn't even see a touch or anything like that. What was the whistle? Okay, there was a touch then. French player will sit. Claudia Molici, number 14.
Penalty at minute 17:54 of second period. 2 minutes to number 14. Molici of Team France for slashing.
It was a little bit off the play, so I was definitely puck watching then, so I didn't actually see the slash itself. So we're going to go 4-on-4. There's still some discussion of who's going to actually go. Ramin's getting stuck in here as the technical advisor because he knows exactly what the proper call is. The referee's just having a considered discussion about how they're going to play this. There's obviously a double penalty here. I have the Colombian Mariana Escobar Espita also in the penalty box. So we stay 4-on-4. And 2 penalties concurrent. Oh, we stay 4-on-4. And France keeping their heads in the game, keeping their eyes sharp, making an outstanding opportunity into a goal. Bernard receiving a great pass and potting that one in definitively. Quite possibly no longer just third now as the goals rack up on her stats. Perhaps better reflecting some of the outstanding talent on this French team. And another shot troubling the Colombian keeper from just outside the face-off circles, right in the center. Colombian men bringing some of the atmosphere into the arena. Quite decently filled, lots of players now arriving, men arriving for their start of their tournament starting on Tuesday. Tomorrow we still have the final for the women, which I'll bring you. Colombia not finished, trying to put themselves into that position. Laura Sandoval and Juliana Diaz-Ruga. France gained possession after the face-off and clear. And now I think I see a little bit of that pace starting to turn on. Look at the quickness here. Just watch. Charlene Foy, absolutely rapid, wants to use her wheels. And again, another call against Colombia. They concede. And the French whip out the keeper. A little miscommunication there. Oh, that could be A deadly opportunity. The referee didn't even see the Colombian player touch that, and so France adopt the position. Good, smart, really heads up. A smart, sharp one time from Charlene Foray, potting herself in the right positions. What a combination of pace and hockey brain for that player. And I'm amazed that she hasn't got a much higher statistical position. It's that kind of quickness that are going to make it so difficult for Colombia to get themselves back in the game. And penalties, conceding, that's their worst enemy. But what do you do when you're desperately trying to catch the uncatchable? Again, maybe Ramirez, the Colombian, just holding back there, balking at the opportunity maybe to just go for a run, go for glory and go for the skate. Just sensing that maybe she couldn't quite defeat the wheels of the French players and made the turn. Might be in the normal playbook for defending, but at this stage, I think it might be worth the Colombians to just break open all the bottles and throw it. Throw it at the French and see what happens. And they might just cough up one or two. Still only 3 goals in it and plenty of minutes left. 14:52 in the second half of the second and last semi-final for the day, as France try and increase the debt that Colombia will have to pay back. And this is a chance held. Oh, so strong, the defense. Colombian player holding her head there. Referee's blowing just to stop play, but no arms up and no penalty called. Daniela Benjaro Ramirez just taking a break after taking a knock. And looks like it got twisted around her back and caught a stick. But not called as a penalty. Plenty of contact in these games so far across the board for all the women's competitions, and a good clean contact as well, and so that will happen in these games. There's quite a lot of physicality, and the referees are sharply watching out for that to keep that fair. A little miscommunication, uncharacteristic for the French. Molici just maybe a little bit complacency now. Now this is what can happen. The French can just be a little quiet when they think that they've done all the work they need to do. Conserving their energy perhaps too much. And there's an example. So this is all the guts and all the glory. And once again, possibly the opportunity for Juliana Diaz to press forward with all her might, just electing to turn and take her easy. We're back to 4-on-4. Camille Gandhi takes a speculative shot. So, all the legs now, Colombia going forward. 2. Oh, the pass was just a little bit out of reach for Alejandra Ramirez. Luna. There's a long pass catching the French on the break. What can they do? Zarate. Karen couldn't capitalize. Now the French go forward in numbers, and well captured Colombian keeper gloving and possessing that. Ana Maria Muniva. France 3, Colombia 0. 13 minutes left in the second half. It's semi-finals day, Sunday, here in Roccaraso in Italy. And currently going to form, according to the playbook for this tournament, France reigns supreme. They beat the incumbents, USA, in their group. A shock result at the time, shocked the USA, thought it might shock them into raising their game, but they've found it difficult. The American head coach speaking in an interview earlier on, congratulating the other teams for raising the level to such an extent, making it difficult for the Americans to keep their grip on the gold. The French can taste it. Linarau certainly could. And took her run at the goal on her own. And she'll go back and fetch it again if she wants it. And again, there's just that time, and it's dangerous. A little bit of puck watching there from the Colombian forwards on their forecheck. And the French will just slip into those gaps and completely undo the Colombian defense. And I can definitely start to see now signs of fatigue from the Colombians. It's so difficult to follow the French around. They move so well. They pass so well when they're moving. They can pass whether their heads are down or up. They know where they're going to be. Instinct. And the Colombians maybe just running out a little energy now, but there's plenty of time left, so they're going to have to find some gas if they're going to make a difference. Is there an individual on the Colombian side who will inspire the rest of their team and really go for it? 10 minutes left to see. The French may be detecting the space that they've got. That's a little bit of an unlucky defense. I think that the French player who went down there, Fanny Benoit, was absolutely just whipping past. And, you know, how do you catch the wind? The referee's going to call that hooking. And even with that effort, couldn't hook that French player. Couldn't snag the cable to arrest this pace and speed. And I think the French still have another gear yet. So, what a fabulous final this could be shaping up to be. The Spanish coach earlier on saying in an interview, quite rightly, that whoever wins this match will be the best team, and they will have to face them. Colombia are now going to have to pull something out, something really extra special. One player maybe. Could be number 57. Daniela Benjarano Ramirez is pushing herself forward to try and make that difference and inspire the rest of her team. But high-risk maneuvers carry high reward, but might end up seeing you with a seat watching the game instead of playing in it. That's the sacrifice she's made. What are the rest of her compatriots going to do? French really taking it easy now. But they don't have to work so hard because their passing is really nice. And tight, good positions. This might be an opportunity for Colombia to maybe break the rules here a little bit. Snap out of the shape and just, as Ramin said, play all the cards. There's no point in holding back now. And maybe a goal to the good for them would turn the psychology completely on its head. The French just baiting the trap here. Could have been a one-timer. The rifle was loaded, but it didn't come off. Good slap shot, tough, but bouncing off the cushions of the Colombian keeper. Bernard. Top of the circle. To Carats. Bernard. Carats. Drawing the Colombians out, baiting the trap. At the top. Raul. Carat collects the puck close to the net. Still collects it. Bernard, as the Colombians go back to 4, smartly brings the puck well back, gives the French plenty of space to get fresh boots on and fresh energy, conserving their energy, playing the smart game, and perhaps maybe thinking 1 foot already in the final, conserving their energy for that. And you can't deny that that's good tournament play and a testament to some pretty sophisticated coaching and planning for this match. Oh, Gauthier holding station. Just a little lower in the neutral zone. Camille Gandhi. Claudia Molici. Colombians gather now and try to get Raid. Still under a lot of pressure. Not a really good outlet pass here. Can they collect? Here's the breakaway that we've been looking for. Something could come. There's a pass on. Oh, fantastic. Well defended. Molici got all the way back and stops Zarate from executing the plan, but it's not over yet. Colombians still in front. Push, push, push. And Zarate just maybe trying to sneak a little bit of scraps in front of the French keeper. Mariam Musso, unperturbed, undisturbed, still barely half awake. And immense, even at 50%. Can you imagine what she'd be like at 100%? Impenetrable. Colleen Martinez showing her hands there, racing around right through the Arc de Triomphe and into the prime position. Twisting and turning and trying to execute a backhand at a stretch. Almost too much pace. 6 minutes left for the Colombians, and the French grip on the cup is tightening. But they'll have to get past Spain, who look every bit the French equals, and maybe the only other team out here who do. But this French team is outstanding. Really across the board in all factors. No weaknesses as yet have opened up. Martinez. Smart. French fresh boots. A little bit of miscommunication on the French bench there. With the French not even expecting to be in this position in this tournament, having only so much as come 7th in every others before. That they themselves are a little surprised and bemused at their position. Oh, loose puck in front. Didn't quite gather that. Colombian keeper. Good pressure from 27 there. Estefania Molano. Still haven't got rid of it yet, and the French still fighting, biting, scratching it every little bit. See if they can crawl up the leaderboard even further. It's a tough game for the Colombians. They're playing really well with a lot of spirit and a lot of heart, but maybe just finding it hard to find a key that unlocks the secret to the French game. And it's difficult because they've got every part of their game locked down tight. What can the Spanish do? Two very similar sides in many ways in terms of the technical ability and their ability to turn on pace. That really will be a game that could be won potentially on paper. I'm sure that puck bounced on not one but two posts in behind the Colombian keeper, who's resting now on one leg, absolutely fatigued from this onslaught from the French attack. The French now holding back, maybe not rushing forward too much for their forecheck. And again, maybe one eye with a view to the final tomorrow. That could have taken a deflection. Well, and the French maybe now just turning a little sloppy. There's an awful lot of French bodies very close together for the first time in this match, and I haven't seen that in the tournament. And maybe that's the key. The French just taking their eyes off the ball a little bit. So what can Colombia do? Can they scratch their name on the game sheet for today and take away a consolation prize? 3 minutes and 33 seconds will tell us. The debt for them to crawl back is 3 goals, and it might just be too difficult at this stage, but there's always still hope. French turn on the lights again. They come going forward, but the back pass for the reset was a bit sloppy and gathered by Luna Ramirez. But on her own, couldn't capitalize and is now just rolling back to the bench. Tired, fatigued. Colombians wondering what they need to do. Still fighting though. Alejandra San Juan still pushing to the end. Nice clearing pass that rolled around the boards. But again, the Colombians may be a little bit too content to turn their backs on the French and roll backwards into a safer place, knowing that it's tough to hold on to the puck against the French, and maybe electing to just play it a little bit too safe. Luna Ramirez.
Last 2 minutes of
Zarate. Colombia don't have time if they want to make something special here. The Jets are wound up now. Here comes Yolanda Diaz-Ruga. Speculative shot bounces off the French keeper's pads. French take possession and clear it smartly again. Colombians going forward now. Maybe just a little bit too late. Oh, look at this. Absolutely running out of the traps. Océane Carat saying that she wants to sign the sheet before the game is over. But there's only a minute left, and there's too much to go. Oh, and another speculative shot, still loose in front. Colombian keeper still working very hard, right to the very last. It's so tough. These French, right from the start, have amazed and astounded everyone. They're really great to watch. A supreme side, physical, technical, smart, and electric energy when they need to, and conservative when they can, so they don't waste it. So an all-around supreme game. So we're having a little discussion here at the bench.
I don't know, 3 seconds, maybe 5?
5 seconds.
5 seconds.
5 seconds stop, yes? Okay?
You can add 5 seconds.
Thankfully, I've got a World Skate technical advisor right at my immediate side here, and someone had sharply noticed that there was a couple of seconds on the clock lost. So they replaced those quickly. Well spotted. Every second will count, but I don't think there's enough seconds left in this match, in this semi-final, in this tournament for Colombia, who have played with great spirit and great tenacity. They've got their supporters, the men here, cheering them on. But there's a secret to the French game, and it remains a secret. It is not yet undone. And who knows if the Spanish can unlock it. But you can be certain now that it will be them who try, because the Colombians have run out of time. Maybe this is their last opportunity to just put their name on the game sheet. Everything now. Can you pick up a last little bit? But the French go forward, and they're not finished yet either. But this match is. And here in the semi-finals, we have the solution to tomorrow afternoon's epic miracle game final for the women. It is the European neighbors, separated only by the Pyrenees and the little Principality of Andorra, who will contest this fantastic World Skate Inline Championship hockey. The final is tomorrow. Spain versus France. And that should be an absolutely epic match. Congratulations and commiserations to Colombia, who really did their very best to try and unpick the unpickable, to perturb the unperturbable. But haven't they done fantastic to get themselves into this position, to bring themselves second in the group? That's a fantastic position for them, and this will reflect in their world rankings, which will surely increase now after this great effort. They may not be consoled by that the minute and tonight, but maybe tomorrow on reflection they'll realize that they played outstandingly well and kept the French honest. Only 3 goals in a match that could have been considerably more is a tremendous thing. They know they played the finalists and potentially the gold medal winners. France look epic. so does Spain. Tune in tomorrow and I will be here. I'm going to go downstairs now, so join me live on the remote camera for a couple of interviews between the two players from the teams, and then I'll sign off for this evening and invite you guys to join me tomorrow. So I'll see you downstairs.